the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
That's it. Right to the 3. 54. Mike, 54. Bandit.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give him a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
He digs them part way out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, box truck.
The shotgun snap for long. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Rosa's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it open. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to go down again. Danielle Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Here's Taylor. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 39.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 1st down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the 50, Newton. And his throw here is incomplete. That's twice now already in this 1st quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Newton. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. Now Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And an alley to run. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Check the hot read. Rush in. Run, man.
Luck on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
I got you, boy.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Luck now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
That's complete to Butler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch? And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there with another touchdown. Number 24 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. How did he stay on his feet? We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brandon Copeland able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd down and goal. Luck. And the Colts are in for the touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
SOS. Pilot, 64, weak. 55 is mine, guys, 55.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. On second down, it's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Luck now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. It's a gain of 34.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. That's right, running in with Janovich, the fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, Isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Back to throw, Newton. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Taylor takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And that will be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be, 38 yards out. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Rosas puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to find Switzer.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. To throw is Newton. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good.
Throwing again is Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Got to do better. Come on, QB. Go.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I'm coming after you.
They run with Logan. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Logan. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd
Mike,
and 9.
check. 59.
At that 18-yard line.
Army. Ready?
First throw now for the backup Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. They run the counter. It's Logan. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. They'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Completes it to Hardman. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the carry, it's Logan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. Well, partner, the offense gets to take the knee, but the defense should take a bow on that sidelines. What a game, shutting him out.
I like the way you put it there. You wordsmithed that one perfectly. Take a knee offense, you get to celebrate, you got the win. But defensively, wow, they'll be sailing as they go forward.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Indianapolis, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.